My dearest listener, your guardian angels are stepping forward today with a message wrapped in tenderness, clarity, and quiet excitement. They come to you with a truth about your potential future. A truth woven with love, vulnerability, and the gentle unfolding of destiny. And at the center of this message is a person whose heart has begun to tilt, almost uncontrollably, in your direction. They cannot help but smile every time your name passes their lips. The very sound of it fills them with a warmth they cannot fully explain, for they are falling deeply, genuinely, wholeheartedly in love. The angels ask you to reflect for a moment on the phrase, falling in love. It is such a familiar expression, so often used, yet rarely understood in all its depth. To fall in love is not simply to desire someone or feel affection toward them. It is to surrender, to let go of the illusions of control, to allow yourself to be cracked open by emotion. Falling in love means stepping into a space where you risk being seen completely, where you risk being hurt, and where you choose vulnerability over self-protection. It is a quiet kind of courage. When someone develops feelings for you before you even realize your own, it is no longer quite falling. It becomes something closer to being found by love. A gentler, more intentional unfolding. You might not have noticed it at first, but slowly, subtly, love has been moving toward you. The wording changes because the experience shifts. Falling in love is accepting the possibility that the love you feel might not be returned. It is stepping forward anyway, trusting that even risk is a sacred part of the journey. Your guardian angels are thrilled, truly thrilled, to share this message because someone you know well is experiencing this deep transformation. It is not a stranger. It is not someone on the outskirts of your life. It is someone whose presence is familiar, whose energy is already intertwined with yours in subtle, meaningful ways. And their feelings have grown to a point where they are prepared to take a leap, to risk the unknown, all for the chance to move closer to you. I repeat, this person cannot stop smiling when they speak your name. Their heart lifts. Their spirit softens. Something in them glows. Love stories, no matter how cliché they might seem on the surface, resonate with every human heart. Even those who have never experienced romantic love can feel the truth of it because love, of any kind, is a universal language. It is the thread that connects all souls. From familial bonds to friendships to the sacred ties of partnership, love is woven into the human experience in countless forms. Have you ever felt unconditional love for another person? Many feel it first with their parents or siblings, a kind of devotion that needs no explanation. A mother does not wait for her child to earn her love. A father does not calculate the value of his affection. From the moment a child is born, the instinct to protect and cherish them becomes immediate, instinctual, unshakable. This person who is falling in love with you is beginning to cultivate a similar depth of feeling. Not in the sense of parental love, but in the sense of something unconditional, steady, and profoundly loyal. They may not even know the exact moment it happened. The shift was subtle at first. A flicker of affection, a spark of curiosity, a warmth they brushed off. But something within them recognized you long before they consciously acknowledged it. And that recognition has been growing, evolving, shaping their emotional world. This explains the romantic tension that has lingered between you. The softness in their voice when they speak to you, the light in their eyes when you enter the room, the way their energy shifts ever so slightly in your presence. You might have sensed it too, perhaps without fully naming it. The angels want you to understand that this is not random. The universe has aligned this experience with care, purpose, and intention. The way they smile at the mention of your name is more than a sign of affection. It is evidence that the universe is guiding both of you towards something meaningful. A love like this is rare. It is not something that comes easily or often in a lifetime. Outside of the bonds of family, it is one of the purest expressions of connection a person can experience. So what do you do with this knowledge? Your guardian angels are revealing this message to you now for several reasons. The first is simple. They want you to recognize the goodness within yourself. You have touched another person's life in such a profound way that their heart has been moved to love you. That alone is something to honor. The second reason is preparation. They want your heart to be ready for the moment this person chooses to confess their feelings. They want you to stand in clarity, not confusion. To feel grounded instead of overwhelmed. This individual genuinely loves you. Their feelings are not fleeting or surface level. They have the potential to lead you toward joy, stability, and growth. But even positive change can feel intimidating. Even love can feel like too much too soon. It is natural to feel overwhelmed by the idea of being loved so deeply. It can feel surreal, almost dreamlike, to realize that someone sees you not just as you are, but as someone worthy of lifelong devotion. In such situations, love must be mutual for it to thrive. If the feelings are not balanced, the relationship becomes uneven and difficult to maintain. You know this person. You have likely imagined even briefly what it might be like to be with them. But imagining a relationship and truly stepping into one are two very different experiences. Your angels want you to understand this. It is perfectly okay to take your time. Even if they confess their feelings sooner than expected, you are allowed to breathe. You are allowed to reflect. You are allowed to say, I need a moment. Love is patient. Love does not demand hurry. But honesty is essential. If you do not return their feelings or do not foresee a future with them, it is compassionate to be truthful rather than leading them into false hope. Kindness without clarity can accidentally become cruelty. Yet if your heart is curious, even just a little, then exploring that curiosity slowly, intentionally, gently is perfectly acceptable. This message comes to prepare you. This person's presence in your life carries the potential for significant change. And even beautiful change can feel frightening at first. You are allowed to set the pace. You are allowed to determine the direction. For them there is little doubt. They are sure, perhaps more sure than they have ever been. They see you as someone they could build a life with, grow with, and cherish. That thought alone may feel startling, especially if you have prioritized freedom or independence. But there is no need to fear. The universe moves with your choices, not against them. If you are someone who has grown and matured, someone who desires stability or dreams of building a family, this could be the doorway to something extraordinary. If you value your independence and prefer to move freely at this stage of life, that is also valid. And it does not mean that love cannot enter later when both of you are ready. Your angels remind you that while you have the freedom to choose your path, destiny still exists. But destiny is not a restriction. It is guidance. It does not remove your free will. It supports it. Destiny nudges you gently, lovingly toward the experiences that help you flourish. Even when you explore different routes, the universe brings you back to the path meant for your highest growth. Because of this, there is nothing to fear. Your future holds blessings no matter what you choose. You are allowed to relax into that truth. Even so, it may be helpful to ask yourself where you see your life in the next 5 or 10 years. Not because you must decide now, but because clarity invites momentum. A sense of direction gives power to your steps. If you have wondered whether signs or patterns might appear as this connection grows stronger, the answer is yes. Before major shifts occur, the universe whispers. Your intuition heightens. Something in the air feels different, like the quiet hush before a change in the wind. Your dreams may become more vivid, more symbolic. They may reflect themes you begin to notice in your daily life. Repeating numbers, recurring images, familiar symbols. These are gentle ways the universe communicates its guidance. If you feel nervous about all of this, take a breath. You do not need to force clarity. The universe reveals everything when the moment is right. Before we close, I want to offer a prayer for your heart. Lord, guide their spirit with compassion and clarity as they walk the path of love. Help them embrace vulnerability with courage, and open their heart to the possibility of deep, healthy, reciprocal affection. Grant them patience and wisdom so they may respond to this situation with honesty, kindness, and grace. Surround them with peace as they make choices that shape their future, and let them feel the comfort of knowing you are gently leading them toward their fullest potential. Bless them with strength, with purpose, and with the ability to recognize the signs of your guiding presence. Amen. This message is meant for you. If you allow it, it will empower you, strengthen you, and prepare your heart for what lies ahead. Let it settle into your spirit. Type 111 to claim this message and the blessings it carries. And if you feel called to share this with 5 others who may need hope, guidance, or reassurance, you will multiply the blessings that flow from this message.